Good morning, everyone. My name is Coca Sexton, and today I wanted to chat with you about some best practices around things that you should be doing as a professional every single day to increase your visibility, which then will turn into more opportunities. This all came about because over the last couple of months, even more so over the last course of a few years, I get asked this question a lot. What are the things that we should be doing as sales professionals to be more successful, to be more visible within social networks? This video is actually coming into play because just last week I was talking with a company that has about 300 salespeople, and they're rolling out a social selling program. And one of the sticking points that they found as they were starting to roll this out as a pilot was these salespeople just not having a general understanding of the things that they should be sharing. They all knew that they had to build this habit of sharing as salespeople, but they didn't know what they should be sharing, or just the things that they should be doing on a regular basis outside of tracking these activities within their CRM. So I put together a quick list of ideas that I feel that you should be doing every single day to be more successful. First and foremost, as a salesperson, the one thing that you should be doing as you walk in the door to your office, to within your company, sitting at your desk, is reading the news from your assigned accounts. You should have alerts set up. You should have a funnel of this information coming into your inbox or some other platform that allows you to see the news that is relative to the companies that you're trying to do business with. You can use Google Alerts as a very base level. I'm a huge fan of platforms like DataFox that aggregate news and information and all these types of other trigger events from all over the web. LinkedIn does this to some extent as well within Sales Navigator. And then there's a free application out there called Owler. I actually use a combination of all of these. Owler is free. Obviously, Google Alerts is free. I have some of those paid solutions in there as well. But there is really zero excuse for you as a sales professional not to have relevant information around the companies you're trying to do business with being brought into you, so that you have the insights and information that you need. The second thing that you should be focusing on is how do you read and respond to the individual trigger events from the news of those named accounts. So let's say you read some of the publications or something that comes into you that says, XYZ company is, merging with another one, or XYZ company has a change in leadership. These trigger events and how you respond to them is what's going to set you apart from other salespeople, because it's going to prove that you are actually paying attention to your buyer's business, to their market, to their industry. And that's what's going to make you rise above every other salesperson that is just trying to pitch them things. Interact with the social updates from the decision makers at those named accounts. Many of the decision makers are using platforms like Twitter to share updates, news, things that they're reading, asking questions. They're on LinkedIn. They're posting status updates. How are you socially surrounding these individuals and then engaging with those updates by liking it, retweeting it, giving it a favorite, leaving comments, whatever that is? You have to be able to show these decision makers that you're actually paying attention, not to just what's happening in the company, as I mentioned above with the trigger alerts, but with the individuals themselves. How are you staying engaged with these decision makers? If people buy from people, as we've been saying for hundreds of years in the sales profession, this is one of those mechanisms. How are you staying human in front of these decision makers? The next is scan key trade publications, key trade magazines. If it's a Mashable, TechCrunch, if there's ones more specific to the industry you're working in, you have to be able to funnel this information into you so that you can read it and digest it quickly. So, for example, within Hootsuite on the dashboard, I have a stream set up just on RSS feeds. So I have a stream already available to me that I can go into at any point during the day and see what's happening, what blog posts are being published, what articles being published by some of the top blogs and industry thought leaders in the space that I want to follow. Having it within the dashboard also allows me to very quickly then just share it or schedule it through my social channels. But there's other applications out there like Feedly, for example, that aggregate this all within a separate platform, so you can have another dashboard or another type of platform to read things through. I prefer to have everything in line because it just saves the extra step of sharing it within Hootsuite. But regardless, you need to understand that there are platforms that allow this information to come flowing to you much easier, so that that's not the barrier anymore. The last thing that I want to touch on of things that you should be doing daily on social media is posting interesting third-party content to your network. Now, your getting the information about the companies, you're getting information about the industries, you're getting information that mention specific buyers, maybe they're mentioned in the news. How are you then collecting all of this information and then sharing it with your network and scheduling it within your social updates so that you have a constant drip throughout the day that is going out to your connections? It's great if you can come in the morning at 7, 8 a.m., find a few updates, share them out. But then by 9 a.m., 10 a.m., about lunchtime, and then forget about it after lunchtime, nobody's going to see these updates. You have to find a way to drip this stuff out, and this is why scheduling is so important. Spend a little bit of time in the front end, finding all the stuff that you want to share, schedule that stuff out, and then it gets dripped out over the next day, 2 days, whatever you may be. Personally, I have, on average, about a week's worth of content that is very generalized around the industry that I work in, that gets dripped out through a week. I have a week's worth of scheduled content. That way, if I'm busy, if I'm traveling, if I get bogged down with a presentation or a sales call, whatever that may be, I know that I'm still being visible. So anyway, that's it. Daily tasks. Read the company news about the businesses you're trying to follow, stay engaged with your network, share great information, and then leverage those trigger events. And that's it. So with that, you have a great day.